So we're going to jump right into Cardano, which was the top performing token last month for the CoinDesk 20, which is CoinDesk's own way of kind of measuring which tokens are hot and which ones are not. Cardano really set the race, was pretty far ahead of everyone else. I think it gained 277% on the month, with Cosmos Atom token coming in next at 122% rise. Bitcoin and Ether, for comparison, gained like 30% and 8% respectively over those over the 28 days in February. So the question is, why Cardano? Why is Cardano rising right now? Why is this ADA token that nobody knows about the third largest by market cap now? And my answer is it's got a small price, and people see it in the top 5, and so they buy it. Cardano famously is kind of a slow mover in the space. They've decided to become the ultimate professor coin, and they just launch and release lots of papers, peer-reviewed papers, and more papers, enough papers to put you to sleep. And they just keep rolling those out, and then the price seemingly just keeps going up because people see a small unit, and they're like, hey, I can buy like 10,000 ADA tokens, and I can't buy any Bitcoin because I don't have enough money. And there you go. You see 277% rise in the price of ADA in 1 month. So that is my take on it, but I want to toss this over to Zach.
All right, let's go at it. So let's talk tech. I mean, they just had a hard fork yesterday. They just enabled the ability to have sort of a version of the ERC20 token standard. Why isn't this the next Ethereum, Will? Come on, man. Give me the real talk. What's up with Cardano? What's the vision?
I'm so impressed they launched this. Yeah, I'm really impressed they launched this 5 years after Ethereum did it. I mean, I don't understand it. Imagine Google coming out with their own iPhone 5 years after Apple did. It's not notable at all. It's just sad.
What's the Pixel?
I don't understand. Yeah, but they came out at the same time. But imagine Google's.
Well, it depends. I mean, is Google's iPhone going to be charging? Is Google's iPhone charging like $40 fees? Will?
Yeah, so that is a great point you're bringing up, Naomi. That Ethereum right now has a really bad problem with fees. The counter to that is that there's actually a lot of great alternatives to Ethereum right now. And Cardano is not one of those great alternatives. They don't have a lot of the functionality that Ethereum does. They don't even have smart contracts yet, which has still been in the roadmap. It's supposed to come out sometime this year, but the fact that they're supposed to be an Ethereum alternative, which Ethereum is a smart contract blockchain, and they don't have smart contracts yet, and yet their token is just exploding to new heights right now, it's just kind of silly to me. I mean, in the long run, yeah, maybe their play works. Maybe printing all these papers and maybe all the peer review stuff they're doing works out and they take ahead, they go ahead in the long run. But for right now, it's just it's very odd to see this. It's weird that Cardano is the third largest coin by market cap when you have all these other tokens that are actually doing things. So I'll toss it back to the crowd.
What do they actually do?
I mean, I think if you email
that is
them
the question,
that
right?
you won't necessarily get a response back. It's supposed to be like an Ethereum, but they don't have anything yet that Ethereum does. There's no DeFi. There's no smart contracts. There's no dApps. They just launched with their Merry hard fork yesterday the ability to launch another token on top of their token. So if you want to do something
we need
like
more
that,
of those, right?
That's interest to you, Jen. Nope.
No interest. Okay. I may add something there. I think that a lot of the interest in Cardano is based on Charles Hoskinson. He's a huge name in the space. He was a co-founder of Ethereum. Before that, he's worked with Dan Larimer on a bunch of stuff. So, he's someone who has been involved since early days. Anyone who's been in the space for a long time knows all about him. And so to see this very smart person is working on this thing, let's keep our eyes on it. Now, Will, you bring up a great point that if it's moving really slowly, it begs the question, what's the actual value here? But perhaps people are seeing value in them taking it slowly, in making sure things are done right, making sure things that are checked and there are security checks and there are peer reviews, even though I don't really think that the peer review system works that well anymore, but that's a whole nother topic. But maybe people are seeing the value just in having this big name involved and wondering what that promise is for the coin.
I think it's all extremely perspective at this point, maybe a little too much so. I know Ada was a fascination of Satoshi Street Bets on Reddit for a little bit, the Wall Street Bets spinoff, more dedicated to crypto coins. So it does seem to sort of have a cult appeal. You know, this was famously something that Gene Simmons from KISS loudly proclaimed his investment on. So people are sort of coming to it in a way that I think might be similar to the way that they're coming to a coin like Dogecoin. Not to say that some of the tech might take off down the road, but yeah, I'm really eager to see when Cardano actually does deliver on this vision, because it's been a long time coming, and I don't know if necessarily the token price is related to, you know, actual developments. But, you know, I'm cautiously optimistic about this one. We'll see what comes with it.